TV podcast. I'm your host, Cole Pepper, here with my co-host, JQ, who is the Oregoner. So before we get into the podcast, I just wanted to put some stuff out there. This podcast is powered by OP Seats. Just some fun facts. We sit about 13 average hours a day. Especially when you're gaming. So get yourself a chair you enjoy sitting in, not one you hate. You want to be comfortable, right? So go ahead and click the panel below if you're interested to get $15 off your next purchase of OP Seats. Like who wouldn't want money off, right? Yeah, that'll do it. Anyways, so for our first topic today, we actually have a special guest on. We have NerdBrigade, who is a new streamer for Empire.
Hey, what's up, guys? Doing good, man. How about yourself? Uh, 674,437 as of right now.
And for anybody watching, that's Fortnite, right?
Yes, in Fortnite, in one game so far.
Ooh.
Is it? Okay, cool. So basically, I am a full-time streamer. I am very random. I'll warn you, if you want to check out my channel, I do curse a lot, and I say some stuff that might get on people's nerves, or you might really freaking love it. You might want to check it out. It's definitely a good time. We like to have fun. It's definitely an engaging community, and we do a lot of random stuff all the time. So it's a lot of fun, and yeah, we just try and make you laugh till you pee your pants.
Hey, there you go. That's a good goal. That's awesome, dude. You want people who are going to be lively when they stream. And like from the few times I popped into your stream, Nerd, I was like, this is how I've always envisioned me being in my streams. But it's like, it's hard to keep that persona like up and, well, not persona, especially if it's like you're just natural, like how you are. Now, how do you do it? Like, what's your key to keeping that up?
Let me tell you, it's Mio Energy, sponsored by Mio. No, I'm just playing. Energy drinks, man, a lot of them. I like energy drinks. That and I have the most hardcore ADHD of pretty much anyone you're gonna meet.
There you go.
So it's kind of a perfect storm when you combine those, I guess. So I don't know. Besides that, I can't. I don't know. It just happens that way.
Pretty good combination, I guess.
That's the working combo for me thus far. I have literally drank 2 Mio Energy drinks before I even started streaming. Well, I've before and during too so far, and we're only about an hour and a half
I'm
in.
gonna take
so
this
there's
time to interject.
Let me tell you something.
Pro Oregoner, by the way, didn't turn my mic on in OBS. It's alright. I only said a couple things. Thank you for that, Grim Daddy. Anyway, so you were saying you had a lot. I know someone who drinks 2 Red Bulls every day.
That's expensive, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like it just
At least
doesn't
it's not per
affect some
hour.
people though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you know, like some people can do that and like it'll affect you. I guess I
Yeah.
drink coffee though. But if you have Mio to get ready, like if that's your thing, that's your thing.
Dude, Mio's good. It's not expensive. It's not got a lot of sugar in it. It's clean. It's got those B vitamins, and my heart hasn't exploded yet. So I feel like
That's promising.
I feel like it's good, man. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wrote this little sticky next time. I wrote a sticky note, turn mic on. I'm putting it on my third monitor. So speaking of that, do you have any I know a lot of streamers have like pre-stream rituals before they go live. Do you have anything like rundown? Do you I read something where some streamers restart their modem to get the best internet. How do you go about starting your stream?
So before every stream, I like to take a long, nice, hot shower and just relax. And my phone's waterproof, so I watch YouTube videos and like watch other streamers and try and get hyped up. And I kind of like get into the mode. It's relaxing and it kind of puts me in a good mindset. And then I can just sit in my chair and just pop off, you know.
Hey, there you go.
Like a couple chest bangs before you go. Eye of the tiger.
Every time.
Not bad.
Gotta have your hype songs, dude.
So
I always
now-
like.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I always just like listen to like. There's one certain song that, not like every stream, it's the same song. It's kind of like whatever song gets me hyped that day, I'll listen to it before I stream, and I'm like feeling good. It definitely helps.
You remember when Brain Power was like the hype song of Twitch? Were you around Twitch like 4 years ago?
I don't think
They
I
know.
was.
Oh God! All right. After this is over, go listen to. I don't know who it's by, but it's Brain Power, and that used to just be the song you would hear. Like, you click one channel. All right, let me find some new content. Next channel, it was like their donation alert. It's pretty hype. Not gonna lie.
I'll look into that.
For sure. So now that's gonna be on my personal stream ritual. Turn mic on. That's embarrassing. I even
Dude,
like.
that happens to me almost every stream. Like I'll start the stream and I'll have like this great intro. I'm like, damn, I freaking killed it, man. I feel really good about it. And the chat's like, yo, turn your mic on, dumbass.
Just kills all vibes. It's like, damn it.
Oh yeah. I meant to do that. That was part of the plan. It wasn't part of the plan.
You just gotta play it off. Like, you know when you fall and you do push-ups? Just play it
Yeah,
cool.
you know, or like when you're walking on the sidewalk and you trip over a crack and you stare at the crack and you're like, why'd you trip me? You know, you look at that crack and you want to. You ever seen someone do that? It's like the best, man. Like,
I've seen a guy yell at a moped before when I was
No.
in DC.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where you would see a person yell at a moped. If
Dude, let me tell you, it was like
eighth
late
place-
at night too. This dude was trying to like start a fight. He was like, "Hey, put your dukes up. We're squaring up." And I was like,
over a moped.
"No, it was kind of weird." I don't know. It was a while ago, but it was weird, dude. Let me
So
tell you,
look in
this is
here,
not the-
because I have your stream pulled up, nerd. Categories became a thing on Twitch, right? Now we used to have, and I thought of this because I was working on our website today. We used to link to our Twitch community. I forget when they made the switch to no communities. I think you were streaming at that point. I don't know if it was 6 months ago. But what are your thoughts on them getting rid of communities?
I don't know. See, I've been growing and learning every day. Like every day I wake up, literally this is all I do is I learn about streaming and I try and find ways that I can improve my stream, things I can do better, things I can change, what I'm doing wrong, what I can do better. And it's just been a learning experience. So where I'm at now in knowledge still isn't where I need to be, and I didn't even know. I don't even know what you said, basically. Like these are things I need to learn about, categories and stuff like this and all this kind of stuff. But you know, it's a learning experience, man, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Now, from the short time that you've been streaming, what do you think it is that's kind of helped you grow as much as you have in such a short amount of time?
Honestly, I think it's a combination of a couple of things, but the first thing is my previous business experience. I've been an entrepreneur since I was a kid. Literally, when I was little, I had a Kool-Aid stand and I sold stock to the neighborhood kids in my Kool-Aid stand. I had a tanning bed empire in my backyard where basically I got all the neighborhood girls to pay me money to rub lotion on them and they could get tans for $5 in my backyard. Mom, can I have $5? Why? So I can go get a tan and he can rub lotion on me. It didn't go very well. I had parents that were very upset with me as a kid and I didn't really understand why. And then it kind of grew from that and I got into like a lawn care business where I started a lawn care company with my buddy as a young kid. And we got into a turf war with this other kid, and apparently I crossed into his turf, and he pulled an airsoft gun on me, and he was like, dude, don't you cross this line and try and mow yards, or I'm going to shoot you. So the next day, me and my friend came back with our airsoft guns, and we mowed the I don't know, can I say the F word? I'm not
go
gonna,
for
I'll
it.
try not to. So we mowed the whole block, the whole neighborhood. And it's just been growing and growing and learning, and I started my first actual real company when I was 21. and I ran businesses. I'm 29 now. I closed my last company when I was 28, but you learn what people like and what people dislike when you spend your whole life trying to appease customers. You know what I mean? So going from, I had an art gallery, I had several computer repair shops, going from that background to, all right, now I don't have to worry about people judging me on, I felt like I had chains around my arms in such a way. I'm gonna get real to you guys. It's like soul crushing working in industries where you can't fully be yourself because you're afraid you'll say the wrong thing, where someone will take it a certain way and be like, I'm never doing business with them. That's bad PR. I don't want to be around that person anymore. And going from that to just busting the shackles off and being like, I can say and do whatever I want. This is awesome. And then being able to pop off and just enjoy myself and fully do that, and then mix that with what I already know. So basically, I've just got all this motivation and drive and just everything with all this history I've learned, all this stuff. So I'm just ready to push full force and just continue to grow with it. I hope I answered your question. I don't know if I went off too far.
No, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, ADHD. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get off. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Now,
it's basically like selling yourself. So it's the same entrepreneur aspect. You know what I mean? Like when you stream, you're just selling yourself.
you have to treat it like a business, kind of.
Definitely. You got to set your hours. You got to be there on time best you can. You got to try and stick to your guns, and you got to make sure that people know that you're taking it seriously. If you are trying to be serious about, or if you're trying to build a community and you want people to have your back and to feel like that you're going to make that growth and they're going to be your foundation, because everyone wants to feel like they're a part of something. And if people understand that you're the foundation on their growth, you are legitimately helping them to get to achieve something huge, and you can be a big part of that. I feel like people, if they know you're serious about it and you're taking it really seriously, they're going to want to be more involved than versus, I'm not really that serious. I'll stream once a week, or I have a schedule, but I'm never going to stream on it. If you're not serious about it, I feel like people can sense that, and they're like, okay, well, I'm just going to find someone who's serious and someone who's good at what they do and someone I can really get behind. You know what I mean?
Now, I was looking in chat, and by Ruined, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Jay, you know how to pronounce Ruined Epis?
It's Ruined G. Epis? You can call him G. His name is
G.
His name's G. I get killed by WoW raid bosses. Spice.
Oh, okay. Well, he was asking in chat. He didn't know if he thinks that you may have answered this question, but he was saying, for people just starting streaming, how do you push through the start where there are few viewers watching?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Okay. My best advice is just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And imagine, it doesn't matter if you have 0 people or 1 million people. There are gonna be times when you don't feel like talking, and especially if, I don't know, I have so many different like points I want to make on this. I don't even know where to start, but that's a really good question.
Let's break down 3 tips. If you could shorten it. So, like,
okay,
if someone comes out and clips this, give us 3 tips to answer that question. Short and sweet. Don't stop talking. Turn off your view count so you don't know how many viewers you have. And be engaging as hell with chat. I dig it. Those are 3 good ones. I feel like that's always a question, like, a lot of big streamers are asked.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I feel like it's always a combination. Like, if you do those 3 things, there's still going to be luck involved. You can still grind it out, but don't kind of give up, I guess, because I feel like someone new comes up in streaming, like, all the time. Like, you obviously see your big
I have another
faces,
one.
Like Tim. Oh, we're going to go 4. Go. 4. What do you got?
Okay, the last one, and I think that this is, and I'm learning this right now, and it's something that I'm trying to start to focus all my attention on, or almost all of it, is like we talked about it earlier, it's a business. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you look at it like a business, what is going to make a business succeed? If you're a small business, mom and pop shop or whatever,
networking,
it's marketing, networking, all that stuff. If you're not getting the word out there, no one's going to know about you. And Twitch isn't optimized to get you generic, just out of nowhere viewers. It's going to take marketing. You have to figure out ways to get people into your stream. And that's when you're going to want to look into stuff like networking, doing cross collabs, working with other streamers of similar sizes. If you can get someone much bigger to work with you, then more power to you. That's going to be difficult, but look at people who are about the same size as you, up and coming, and just grow, just grow. But you have to know that you have to put butts in seats in order for butts to want to sit in seats. So you gotta put yourself out there.
I dig it. That's a good response.
I 100% agree with that. Yeah, because
go ahead. We'll work on.
I was just saying, like, me having experienced that and me knowing a few people who are like bigger within content creation, like my friend JC, he's the guy from the PewDiePie and Shane Dawson videos. The guy, Fiverr Jesus. I met him through playing PUBG, and like just talking to him, I got like 10, 15 followers from that. And I knew, I have a friend who's got about 200,000 subs on YouTube. She was actually in SOAR at one point, and I actually got about 15 to 20 followers just from her, just from being friends, meeting these people. It's like networking to me has always been like one of the biggest things to help me grow.
Absolutely. So can you give me a drum roll for this? What do you call it when you switch topics? So speaking of marketing and networking, Empire has a new apparel line.
Heck yes, dude.
So nerd.
I was looking at it. It looks really good.
We're done with nerd section, but you are more than welcome to stay and talk with us as long as you play Fortnite if you want.
As long as I play Fortnite?
Well, I mean, okay. As long as you can stay if you want, but we're going to focus our attention onto apparel. Okay. Because you kind of knocked out the park with those 4 tips.
I will hang out. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let the my viewers kind of hang out and watch the stream. And let me just one real quick for my viewers. Guys, go check it. Go check these guys out. It's just Empire Games on Twitch. Just go.
Jay, your mic's doing
you're cutting out a little, brother.
Yeah. And are we back?
Yep. Oh, sounds better.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, go check them out. Give them a follow. Finish out this their thing, and come back to me when it's all done. Yeehaw! All right, guys. Much love. I will talk to you later. Reese's peace.
Peace out. So anyway, we dropped our apparel line on Monday.
Oh, dude, I've got to get some of it. It actually looks really good.
We've been working on that for about a month, actually. So that's just like kind of like a peek behind the scenes. So like when something happens, myself or the two, like in this case, my 2 friends from you see in the pictures are helping me.
Yeah.
Like it's not like one week I'm like I'm gonna do this and then I do it. Like whenever a big announcement gets made, like this one, it's been a process. Like I think we started those designs.
Right, it's something that's been in the works for a while.
Over winter break,
yeah.
So like, what are your thoughts on the shirts? What's your favorite if you had to pick? I'm wearing.
Oh man. Let me pull it up again really quick. Do we have it linked anywhere so I can? It's in the.
Yeah, the panel's below, by the way.
If you guys all that is in the panels.
I worked on that website a ton. I mean, it's a basic Shopify template, but with my software background, it's nice that I can go into code and modify it how I want.
Right. Now, I like the hoodie. I like the simple design. I like how it's got the lion on it and how it says Empire. I don't know what it says under it. Is that like established in whatever?
Established 2018.
I do like that, but I really like the blue long sleeve shirt where it just says Empire. That looks really cool.
That's the one. That's my personal favorite. Hence why I bought it. Yeah,
it's really nice. I need to get me some because all I got is this shirt right now, which I love. So
that shirt. That's part of for those who are here, our athletics line.
Boom, baby.
Can we get like a 360? A little
catwalk? I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
So this is our. That's part of our athletic line. So that's by Sector 6, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But
now, who is it through for the streetwear? Who is it? It's not through Sector 6, is it?
No. So we use Shopify as like the ultimate thing, but Shopify is basically like the e-commerce part of it, and then you have to go out and find, I guess, vendors. So we have certain vendors for certain pieces of apparel. So then I design them in Photoshop. I send them the print file, and then when someone orders it on our website, they print it and they ship it.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
So
I've done that personally with my stuff. I've used Design by Humans for my own like personal logo, and I mean, it's really cool how you can do that with your own like personal brand and just be able to throw it on.
Those
shirt.
websites are amazing. So we actually used to Design by Human, but the profit margin they provide is not as. So like obviously it takes a little effort to do it the way we're doing. Like Design by Humans is put your logo, which is awesome. It's insane that they give people that platform, but we're looking to get obviously a higher profit margin. And since I know how to do it, we're going through certain vendors to kind of make a little bit more money than $2 a t-shirt.
Right. Now, say I was looking for somebody to make like a graphic tee design for, say, my logo or something like that. Now, Empire, don't we have people who can actually do that we can pay to do that?
So yeah, the website doubles as a studio for our studio designers, where people can. Right now, I guess it's all. We don't have any pre-templated stuff, and I should put shirts on there because we obviously do design shirts. Yeah. But it's all like stream overlays, stream graphics, and that was something I've tried building up with Empire for a while.
Yeah.
The studio. You obviously need good-looking You don't. So I'm not going to say you need good-looking graphics to be a streamer, right? But going off of what we said before, I think it sells yourself more. Like if someone clicks your stream and you have insane graphics or poor graphics, you're definitely going to catch someone's attention.
Oh, exactly. The prettier it looks, the more it'll attract the eye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen some. And I've personally made. So like being a designer, looking back last year and like seeing some shirts, I'm like,
kind of like, I don't know what I was thinking.
Thank you, Moise, for the follow, by the way. I try to keep those short. So thank you.
Just a quick kind of thing for the stream. Were you supposed to have our names under our different cams or no? I was just curious.
It looked weird, so I took it off without telling you.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. I was just curious. I didn't know if you had forgotten it or something.
No. I mean, it looked weird, and I felt like there was a lot of text.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah.
But basically when we started this, because I have two friends who aren't necessarily familiar with esports and Twitch, that that's what I did. I did that. It looks weird. I'll show you at the end of the stream. But they always tried helping with Empire, but they felt like they couldn't. So like one of them like just didn't know how to help. Like would try, wouldn't get the same responses I get from people. Even I have trouble getting responses from people. So but they were like, here's a place we can help. Because obviously to be a successful organization, you need investors. So they're investing in it, and they're helping me design it, model it. We bought some, like we're going to buy bulk in IRL to sell. Yeah. So we're going to do that too. Because clothing's cool. It's part of everyday life. Like, I love how streetwear is kind of integrating into the esports scene. Like I think FaZe was probably one of the original ones to do that, but I think FaZe made the wheel of esports and streetwear, but I think 100 Thieves is like perfecting it. Like, are you familiar with their clothing?
Yeah, some of their stuff looks really cool. I've only seen a small handful of it, but from what I've seen, it looks really nice.
NIP? Someone said NIP in chat. Ninjas in Pajamas had streetwear?
Yeah, I've never seen their stuff.
I've never seen it. I'll look into it. But 100 Thieves has, I don't know if they're sponsored by Godex, but they have a locker with Yeezys, Jordans, insane stuff in their team house. And how they just drop their streetwear and how they hype it up, only sell limited. I think that's a good model to follow. We're not going to keep... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, another thing that I've noticed about esports teams and stuff that have streetwear, it's you may not necessarily support the team or even know who they are, but as long as your clothes are looking fresh, people will buy them, not even knowing. They're like, hey, that's a cool looking shirt.
Yeah, so on that note, we don't use gaming in our apparel. It's just Empire. So it's Empire streetwear, Empire gaming, but it's I guess what's sort of happening is Empire is becoming a network of things. The Empire podcast. Empire Gaming is our esports and our stream team. Empire Studios are designs, and then Empire Streetwears are clothing.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess Empire is a network of multiple things. It's not just gaming. Obviously, that's our roots, and that's what we're passionate about. But using that as a base to do things I like, such as clothing, it's awesome.
Right. It's really nice to kind of be able to branch out into other stuff as well, just to kind of like get a foothold in it and try and perfect it where other people may have not done as well with it, and just be like, I have an idea for this. Maybe I can try it out, take a leap of faith, and maybe it works out, and maybe it boosts our popularity, you know?
Exactly. And it's fun. Like,
exactly, yeah.
When I'm designing clothes and designing anything, like, I designed it with 3 of my friends. That I've always said I'd rather start Empire with friends. Not that, to me, you are a random person online, but we became good friends.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't want to start this with the random people online. I always wanted to do it with friends, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And they've tried to help and couldn't. To be fair, like, eSports might not be their thing. But I got to design this with friends, and that was cool. So,
yeah.
I think we're going to continue this streetwear thing. And our plan is, I know some people have certain, like, I don't know how other organizations do it or streetwear by the season, but I'm thinking we're going to do 4 drops. So, like, this drop will be available until January, February, April, March. I just had to count the months on my hand. And then end of May, so, like, the website will go down. Not down, but we won't sell anything for, like, a month, build up some hype. Like, kind of release, like, little pics of what's coming next, and then summer drop. So this won't be available after a certain point.
I'm not even gonna lie, this just popped into my head. You know, it would be really cool to add on.
What?
If we made like since it'll be summer, if we made like an Empire bathing suit, like have this logo design kind of like at a tilt, you know, on one of the legs of it, and have like the main color be purple, and then have the golden on the leg, or even faded, and like tell me that wouldn't be cool.
It would be. I'll see if any vendors can do that.
Dude, that would be epic.
We do want. So no spoilers. Probably spoilers, because we'll probably do it. But a dad hat. Be cool. With like a black dad hat with a little yellow Empire logo on it.
Yes, I want like an embroidered logo.
Yes, it'd be embroidered.
Yes, I will 100% buy that. I've been wanting a dad hat for ages from Empire. My head just looks kind of weird if I wear flat bills or anything like
Especially with the man bun, you gotta hide it in the hat.
Exactly. And hopefully by summer it'll be a little bit longer, where I could just tie it through the back of the cap, you know?
like Tim the Tatman's little onion.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a plan, because like I think there's this new kind of like aura of hype around clothes. People buy a lot of things. I'm like, Empire's, it's not a name. We wanna build it to be a name. Obviously there's giants out there we will never compete with.
Right.
But like, that's like how clothing is now. Like, you have Supreme, you have I don't know if it's a bathing ape, ape. What is what's the other one? Like Yeezys. Like, all these things are just release it, gone.
Right.
And, like, that's kind of the model we want to go towards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people buy. Personally, I don't get why people spend like $500 on shoes. But like,
oh no, I'm not a shoe guy myself. Like, the ones I'm wearing right now, 150, but it's like that's probably the max.
That's like a good shoe, and that'll last you.
Exactly.
I feel like if you took the name away from, like, some Yeezys were cool at the beginning, but now if you take the name away from them and like showed it to somebody at like a Skechers store, they'd be like, get that out of my face. Why is I wouldn't buy that, but then it's like, Kanye West made it, and you have like people just like, take my money.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. It's all about the branding nowadays, it seems like, with that
I'm
stuff.
fine with the branding as long as it looks good still, though. Like, there's a line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if you can find, like I said, it's like there's 2 sides, I feel, to apparel. There's the brand side, like you have Nike, Yeezy, Off-White, all those big name brands. And then there's the side where it's like, it may not be that big of a brand, but the design's really nice. you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you can kind of obviously it'd be a miracle if we hit the side where it's like branding, but
Like,
I mean, if
it's
we
like
can
Nike
perfect it,
Empire.
yeah, it's like if we can perfect it on the basis of quality, which not quality, but like design quality.
Yeah.
Like it's good, but there's always room for improvement, you know?
Absolutely.
And if we can perfect it where other orgs and other clothing companies have failed, it's like
It's
we
like,
could be
why
known
not?
for that along with our gaming, and that would boost our gaming as well and all the other parts of the org.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Nike and Empire, Under Armour, I'm waiting for that sponsorship. So if you see this, Armor Up, Under Armour, like let me know.
Hey, there
Imagine
you go.
that'd be insane if we can get our eSports. Oh, what is it called when you go from one topic to the next? I forget.
Transition.
Is it?
I don't know.
I forget what they do in podcasts.
I don't know.
Esports. That's how we're gonna transition to our next topic. Imagine if we got an Under Armour sponsorship for our teams.
That would be really cool.
Like how that, I think CS:GO Team North is sponsored by Adidas. Bro, an Under Armour sponsorship.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Segway. Thanks, G.
There it is. Yeah, it's a segue. Okay, so what specifically about esports, like, do we want to talk about how some of our bigger teams are doing, stuff like that?
So, I want to open it up with Rocket League is our latest team, just like we talked about our latest streamer. And it's actually, we have two players who used to be in the organization. So this might even been before your time. I'm trying to think of the timeline.
Really?
But back at the beginning of Empire, you were here pretty early, so probably not.
Yeah, when I first joined Empire, it was early over the summer when I joined.
Oh, no, this might be before your time.
Yeah.
But either way, we had, Rocket League was like one of the first esports we had, and we had like 3 teams. Because I think when I first started this, I was like, let's just like get as big as possible. Lesson learned, no. But we had one really good team, one decent team, and one team that was, for lack of better words, toxic. This was they were on the good team, but understandably, 3 teams, I didn't share them as much, I guess, time as I could have. So they decided to just be an independent team, which is fine.
Right.
But now they came back because Empire Gaming got invited to this league for Rocket League called, I'm gonna say league 7 times right now, the Showdown League.
Yeah.
And it's basically, the format is 2 tables, and the top couple teams from each table then go to playoffs. So it's like a professional ran league for like orgs of smaller sizes. They're all the highest rank in Rocket League, but it's orgs, like smaller orgs. Like you're not going to see like semi-pro orgs. So it's I think it's going to be a very well-ran league. And so 2 of them from that team came back. I think I got them back with a tweet. Excuse me. I think I replied to him, LeBron went back to Cleveland and won a trophy. And I DM'd him, I was like, yo, come back.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if it works, you know?
I think Rocket League is just such an easy sport for a spectator to watch.
Yeah.
And I think that's good for a growing org.
Yeah, I could see that. I personally haven't had much experience with Rocket League. I played a little bit just here and there, but it's just not really my type of game. But it does
it's
look
not
fun.
someone's cup of tea, but like ball and goal. You know what I mean? Like consider PUBG, right? You were on the PUBG team at one point. Think about how like confusing that could be for someone to come in and be like, what's going on?
That's true. Yeah, I can get that, because it's like jumping in to a big map, killing people, and like watching people loot for half of the game. That's just not going to be something a lot of people are interested in.
PUBG gets insane at the end though. Like
it does. It's very exciting.
Like if they could just, that could be the game. Like if we could just play rapid fire rounds.
Now they do have some leagues that I say leagues. They do have some kind of things set up to where you can do in-game simulators where first 4 circles you don't attack anybody. All you do is boot up and then get into zone. On that 4th circle, that's when all the action starts. Which it's pretty cool if you could. And what it is, the first like three circles, I think, are really sped up, so it forces you to loot really
Like
quick
loot
too.
quickly.
Yeah. Yep. And those I feel those are fun to watch, but it's like I could see PUBG trying to put in a game mode kind of like that, but I couldn't see it being a competitive game mode. As cool as it would be, but
Battle Royale just seem so weird.
you just have to have a very intense love for a Battle Royale to be able to sit through an entire one, know 100% what's going on, and be able to understand, like, okay, they're going to spend this much time looting for stuff, and you kind of have to realize that the action's going to come as it gets longer and as the zone gets smaller.
Like, even for a fast-paced game like Fortnite, the eSports scene, it's like a little more action than PUBG till the end, but then the end it's like 50 people for like a small circle.
Exactly, yeah.
Building on different tiers.
Right. Now, how's the CSGO team been doing? We just picked up one not too long ago, right?
So, fun fact, CSGO was Empire's first team ever. Like, when Empire became a thing, they were actually the team that transitioned us from a World of Warcraft Discord server to a stream server to a eSports server.
Right.
So that was like our tipping point. So this is obviously this is a new team. That team isn't the same players. This is a new team. Awesome group of guys, extremely dedicated. Like, they want to do great. Won the first game of the season. Second game was a tough loss, and then third game, another loss. I'm not going to make excuses. The game got scheduled poorly. However, I think they're doing a good job of reflecting on their losses, which is, as an Oregoner, the most important thing I can ask for.
Right. I mean, you have to be able to learn from it, and the best way to learn from mistakes is taking the losses and being able to reflect on them and be like, okay, this is what we did wrong. This is how we can improve, and just start working on that. It's like you got to take it one day at a time type of thing, you know? It's like focus on one thing, perfect that, and then just move on to the next.
Exactly. So, like, I think, you might have seen this. I gave the story of No Tail in the Discord esports announcement because that's kind of the philosophy I want to follow with our esports team.
Right.
So No Tail was a Dota 2 player. God, my hands are dry. But No Tail was a Dota 2 player who him and his friend, I forgot his friend's name, but like they were best friends, and they founded a team based off of like friendship and loyalty, and like we'll make it work with this bunch. They had like some good successes, but I don't think they ever won a major trophy together. It's the international. That's like the worlds of Dota. It's huge.
Right.
So then the guy left, right? And then took one of the other better players with him. So then No Tail kind of got a team together, got friends, and was like, this is gonna work. It didn't work for a while, and then they were like picked last to not even qualify for the international, right? Qualified, boom, semifinals, going up against his boy.
Right.
Beats him, and then goes on to win the whole damn thing. So that's the philosophy I want to follow, and that's 1 and 2. Obviously, it's not 3-0, but I'm going to stick with that team. I hope they stick together and stick with us. We'll make it work one way or another.
Right. Just got to persevere. Stay positive. Don't look at losses as losses. Look at them as an experience.
Yeah, because there's no point in constant turnover. Like, the same thing can happen with any team you pick up. If you know your group, you know how you can make that better. Where if... I'm not going to. This is hypothetical. Moisture here. I'm not going to... Say I drop them, right? Like, wow, they go 1 and 3? Pathetic. I would never know what other team I'm going to pick up. I know these guys, and I trust them. I would trust them to turn around 1 and 3 to 10 and 3.
Yeah.
Like, a loss is only going to be a loss if you let it be and let it become a habit.
Exactly. You can't let it define who you are or how you play.
Which is, I think our Overwatch team follows, like, the same principle, too. They finally got a roster settled. Like, they talk very well to each other. And then every time they lose, I hear them, like, talking over strats. Like, they have a channel called Homework to give you an idea of how, like, serious they are with it.
Right.
And that's like it's amateur esports, but like it's people's passion. So like it's what they do. Like that's fun. Like Overwatch homework is fun for people.
Right. I mean, it's kind of like a job. It's like if it keeps you busy and you enjoy it, it's not really a job. You're doing what you love, you know.
Exactly.
But
I can't. Do you follow? We'll talk about Overwatch League season next time, but I cannot wait for that to come back.
Yeah.
That was
now.
Like,
do we have any big esports tournaments that any of our teams are playing in here soon?
True. We can say that. So we have no tournaments, but
Right.
obviously the Showdown League is starting soon. Empire CS:GO is in ESA Intermediate, probably 2 games a week. The Overwatch season's just finishing up. I think they were 1 game off the playoffs. If they had won 1 or 2 more, they would have made it. At the beginning, when the team was transitioning players during the holiday season, we unfortunately had to essentially forfeit a match and then forfeit a second. They played with not their main roster at all. And that never works no matter what level you're at. So they had 2 losses there, but then they won out the rest of the season and then lost 1 game. So learn from it, right? Almost at playoffs.
Right.
Why bow out?
Right, yeah.
Like, they're an awesome bunch, too. I know some of them play, like, collegiate esports.
Hey, I do.
You do. I don't even know how that works, because
It's interesting. Basically, it's a bunch of students who are like, hey, we like this game. Let's network with other schools, and let's put something together.
So
it's actually really
it's
cool.
all student-ran. Because, like,
yeah,
there's, like, no rules with recruitment either. Because, like, I played at NCAA sport, so obviously you have, like, you can't recruit. But, like, say for some reason your school was, like, really popular with League of Legends. I'm sure the league implies some rules. But, like, the recruiters can go gift skins. Like, that would never work for, like, soccer. Like, I guess the league, like collegiate League of Legends implements rules, but I have no idea.
Right. From what I've seen, a lot of the rules that they have in place for any of the games, like for PUBG, for League, or anything like that, a lot of them match up with like the professional league rules. They kind of keep it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they kind of keep it on a same basis type of thing. Like if say you broke this rule in pro, I mean, we're gonna keep that as a rule for the collegiate scene. It's like, in a way, they're trying to prepare you in case you were to go pro.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, it's cool how they do it. Especially for PUBG. I mean, it makes it really enjoyable. And what's really cool, I don't know if other collegiate leagues do this, but the one I'm a part of, they'll have like random like, hey, we're gonna do a wingman tournament or something. Just cool little sporadic things, just to kind of keep everybody interested, where it's not just the same. All right, we have games this day of the week, this time, same old thing. They try and like keep it spicy.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know League of Legends is big in college because Flames on the stream team has actually, he kind of took initiative on this because he found a passion with this, is recruiting a League of Legends team for Empire. And it's like gonna he's investing himself, time-wise and monetary-wise, to get a League of Legends team for Empire, which would be insane. And hello, Mello. This is the Empire podcast. How was your day? But he was talking about how he was lining up his recruitment with the collegiate level.
Right.
Wait,
you said I was about to say there's Wicked Flames in chat.
So yeah, he might be able to explain this because I forget which rank he said, but he's trying to line it up with collegiate level. I think he said Diamond 3, if I remember correctly.
I don't know much about League of Legends.
Me neither, dude. I don't even have a max level character. I actually, in high school, bought a max level account from someone for $5. Twitch, don't ban me.
Yikes. I think I've played it like twice, maybe. God, it's been ages since I played it too. But I mean, those type of MOBAs just really aren't my thing. I like it to where I can, like for instance, my favorite types of games. Like, don't get me wrong, Battle Royales, obviously. I love Battle Royales. But my favorite of all-time games are survival games where you can just have an open world, you can build up a base, you can raid, do all this other stuff. Those to me are just kind of my cup of tea.
I can't.
That would be cool if they made. Yeah, that'd be cool if they, or if there was some way to make some sort of. I guess you could kind of put it into like a casual category for like, say people wanted to just be like, hey, we could have an Empire group for this game type of thing.
Like Rust, yeah.
Yeah, like Rust, Atlas, Ark, RuneScape.
As we get bigger, we could probably have people run a server in Rust or something like that.
Yeah, and I know I've talked to you about it before, but I do want to try and get like some people who are interested in playing old school RuneScape and try to make like a casual Empire kind of community thing.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Mellamoon says, and back in the day, RuneScape. Damn, LMAO. I just said RuneScape. Hey, man.
Yeah,
RuneScape's where it's at. I played that.
Then Wicked said, yeah, University League of Legends has Diamond 3. So we're looking to get that or exceed that.
Right.
Which.
So, I mean, you have set standards and stuff.
I cannot. I like watching League of Legends. I don't like playing it.
I can't do either, to be honest with you. I mean,
it's to each their own. I think maybe I didn't used to like it because the games when I started watching it were really long, like 50-minute games, like snooze fest.
Yeah.
Now they're like 20 to 30. So like, the action ramps up a little quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I could see if I had started playing it earlier on, I would enjoy playing it, but. The thing is, I feel like me having started playing it my sophomore year of high school or college, and having already found the type of games that I really enjoy, it's like I kind of feel like I was just kind of like, because I do enjoy World of Warcraft. I've played that a long time, but it's like I've like I said, I've already found kind of that genre that I like the most. Where
and your genre is very opposite of a MOBA.
Exactly.
So like it's understandable.
Yeah. Like don't get me wrong, I like role play games and stuff. RuneScape, I don't know. RuneScape could be kind of in the middle. It's kind of like an open world. It's not really survival.
MMORPGs have always been. Yeah. I played what game? I'm pretty sure I played RuneScape. So my sister had a boyfriend, and I was 7, and I think I made my first RuneScape account.
Yeah, I was around that age too.
And then the game that like turned me like full nerd, Final Fantasy X.
See, I've never played that.
Oh my god, dude, you have to. Because I played this
like,
game.
What is the basis of the game? Like, what do you do?
Final Fantasy, it's like turn-based open world. So like when you get in a fight, it's like turn-based. But like the story, art, music of it. When I played that as little Jakey, I was like, this is it.
This is as good as life gets.
I want to be a nerd.
It only goes down from here.
And then I went to like Maple Story, and then I eventually. Did you play Rose Online by any chance when you were a kid?
Rose Online?
Rush on 7 episodes, dude. Amazing game. And then I think I was 10 when I first started playing World of Warcraft, and here I am, 13 years later, just resubbing.
Yeah, I want to get back into WoW. It's just I wasn't impressed with the new expansion.
No, it's not good. But I always say WoW's the best game and the worst game at the same time.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll always be top dog MMO.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It'll never be as good as you want it to be.
Right. Yeah, it'll get there. Anywho, now do you want to try? Is it time to segue into the questions? Yeah,
segue questions.
Okay, now for anybody who's in chat, since I didn't get any messages or anything in the actual Discord, feel free to ask away. Ask any question you have. We are here to answer. We'll answer it how we can. Ask it about the org, any of the games, any of our teams, any of our sponsors.
So as you wait for
that'd
sponsors,
be more your.
No,
yeah.
I got this one. So as you guys
get
questions,
a G Fuel sponsorship.
I would love that. As you guys ask questions in chat, if you want to. This podcast is also powered by Sector 6 Apparel. So below, if you want to click the panel, you can shop the Empire Athletic Collection today and pick up an eSports jersey, a hoodie, or a performance shirt, as well as Culpepper Stand Up. This t-shirt, which is a lightweight t-shirt, hence it's under the athletic section. Click the panel below and use code EMPIRE for 5% off your purchase.
Heck yeah.
So
So,
go ahead
looks
and read
like
that
Mello.
first one.
Yeah, Mello. It looks like he was asking about a game or what. Yeah, you can ask about anything. Any you have about Empire, any games we've played that we may know a little bit about. So you're a bunch of friends in a team. Okay, so from what Jay said, Jay, you can answer this one since you're
So
the org owner.
in 2017, on a cold December frosty morning, a boy by the name of Jay started a World of Warcraft stream. I used to be a streamer. Started a World of Warcraft streaming Discord. Because World of Warcraft was a difficult game to stream, it's kind of hard to kind of have that constant interaction with chat. I figured let's collab, let's have some people together. Spoiler alert, didn't turn out too well. So then I made it a general streaming community, which turned out decent for a while. And then in 2018, I think it was February or March, I said, let's change our name because we were originally Twitch Empire, which I don't want to be restrained by a name. I said, let's become Empire Gaming. We became Empire Gaming. I think it's March. I'll say March. It's probably February, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
We became Empire Gaming. And basically, I started this and have done... I don't want to take away from... I definitely have had people help me along the way. But I, as an individual, have... So it's not really a group of friends. I did say I have friends help me with the apparel. But a majority of the work is done by me. I'm surrounded by amazing people who do help out, and I'm lucky enough to recruit the people I do and have talented teammates, or talented groups of teams, and talented streamers. So no, we are not a group of friends, but with the power of Empire, we became a group of friends.
Exactly. Now it looks like Moist CS was asking, what is the cost to edit an Empire logo with like a flag or for a player?
So like, you mean like a flag you would hold up, like American flag but Empire?
That would look cool.
Because if that's the case, looking into getting that on either our Sector 6 store or as a permanent item on our normal store. Because flags are cool. Imagine if I had them right there.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Dude, for a second I panicked and I looked at the camera. I was like, is this my left or right? But yeah, I do want to get flags. Flags are cool.
That'd be cool. I'd get one.
Everyone loves a good flag.
Yeah, Moist, yes, he said, yeah, that was what he was talking about.
Yeah.
It looks like...
That's Patrick.
Oh, okay. Patrick, he's asking, do you guys have any room for Fortnite streamers? My friend's Chaps is really, really good. Jake, Dave or Jay knows him too. I'm sorry. My thing's kind of far from my face.
That's some of my friends from real life. I actually go to. So me and Patrick are good friends. We go to sporting events together and yell a lot at said sporting events. So
there you go.
We are actually... So Fortnite's weird with eSports, right? I don't want to get a Fortnite team because a team, there's a little return on investment for Fortnite. However, I do want Fortnite streamers. So you could tell Chaps to hit me up because streaming Fortnite is big right now. It's easy to get clips. It's like they can still go into tournaments themselves without a team. So yes, I would love a Fortnite streamer because Fortnite's a really cool game.
Mello said, "Your friend is a great talker." Who, me or Jay? And then he also says, "Is that a wolf or do you like? Is that a wolf? Do you like wolves?" It is a wolf. I mean, they're cool. I wanted to find a bear that was like growling, but I couldn't find one, so I settled on the wolf. Overwatch over Fortnite.
So that's paper. I think.
You, but Jay too. Oh, I appreciate that. I myself am a bit of a streamer, not as big a streamer as Nerd.
Yeah, Culpepper is used to being in front of a camera. I genuinely don't.
I love.
That's why I run things. I like to be behind the scenes, and that's why I
plus
call the host because his voice is way better than mine.
Fun fact: I'm trying to get into voice acting. If anybody knows anybody looking for voices for cartoon characters, hit me up.
I got him a job already. That's why I'm the organizer of everything.
Yeah, I did send it in. He said he liked them. I mean, I was kind of like what I'm trying to go for. You've seen Adventure Time, right?
I love Adventure Time.
Dude, I'm trying to find something I want to do because I can do like a lot of weird voices and accents and stuff. So I want to kind of get into doing something like that. Patrick says, I believe he's streaming right now. I will let him know though. Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure if he's in the Empire Discord, there is a thing you can fill out for the streamer stuff, right?
Yeah, I'll have him.
Yeah.
He has a host voice. You do have a host voice. And that is
I
why he's the face of the podcast.
But see, I hear my voice and I'm like, I don't like the way my voice sounds. I could never see myself like...
Everyone thinks that.
I guess, like, when I hear myself through, like, my own body and hearing myself, I sound a lot different than if I hear myself through the actual microphone played back to me.
Do you think everyone sounds the same to themselves? You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, me listening to myself, is that noise the same as you listening to yourself?
I don't think so. I've heard what it is you hear yourself through the vibrations of your bones. That's kind of what gives it a different sound.
What? That
I don't know how true that.
I believe that because mine would be like, whoa, that's probably what happens.
Yeah. That's do it, dude. Follow passion, dude. For real. I've always been into like cartoon stuff. Like I wanted to be a cartoonist when I was younger, so I was like, well, I can do all these different voices and accents and stuff. So
I did too, but then I couldn't draw. So
I can't draw. That's why I want to do the voice stuff. I was like, I don't have the time nor the brain capacity to do that. It's just kind of one of those things.
Let's open the floor to one more question before we wrap up because we're actually going on an hour, and this went way better than we thought we would. This went way better than I thought it was going to go for our first podcast. So let's
we've had like a consistent 9 to 11 viewers.
I have it covered with a sticky note, so thanks for ruining that for me. I'm
saying that's how many we've had throughout the whole stream.
So like the tip nerd used, I did that when I streamed, and I want to do that today.
And I know Twitch has actually added a thing where you can hide it yourself now.
Really?
And you can, what you can do is you can use it to where you put your mouse over it and hover over the thing and it'll tell you, but it'll block it out. It's actually really nice. That's what I do.
No matter how much you think, like that messes with your mental. Like there could have been 1,000 people in here and I would have acted the same as if there was 0.
Oh yeah,
which is
exactly. I mean, I would have acted a little bit different because I've got it pulled up on my laptop to my right. I would have been like, guys, I don't know what to do, man.
Someone get one more question. I'm looking at chat. You guys are talking.
Yeah, guys, go ahead and ask us. We got one more question, and we'll answer it. And then
I'll fill out like a form. I'll make a form so like if we don't have any questions in chat, we'll always have questions. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like a running Google form, people can always ask us.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Box of secrets.
I was considering the caster ad you guys had. Fun fact, I actually...
Oh, yeah, you have a good voice. Why don't you just do it?
No, I was saying, because I cast for our collegiate PUBG league along with playing, you know? So it's like, I feel like that's helped me a lot with my conversing.
Wait, what? FaZe got knocked out of the Pro League qualifier for Call of Duty?
Really?
What?
Okay, here we go. Patrick asked a question. What about a COD team? The scene is blowing up and a lot is changing. For example, FaZe got knocked out of the Pro League qualifier. Ooh, Jay, that'd be a question for you about the COD team stuff.
I mean, so right now our main focus was like 4 teams. Because as I said, we got too big at one point. And
it's kind of more splitting. I
wasn't able to, which isn't fair on their part. More than my part. I wasn't able to provide each team with the resources they needed. However, if a team came with a manager, like our Overwatch team came with like a full staff. So like, I had no problem. Well, that was the team we were bringing on anyway. But if the COD team came to me and was like, we have a manager already. Okay, I wouldn't have to do things. There are a ton of local lands. So, like, if we found, like, a tri-state area, like New York City team, I'd be down for that.
That'd be cool.
But also, from my experience dealing with Call of Duty kits for Empire, it's a large pool to take from. And you are also dealing with while the players you want are older, like FaZe's team, like, they're all, like, probably young 20s. Or, like, the people are older. Call of Duty has a lot of kids. And I don't want to deal with. So if someone was like, here's a team, I might give it a try. but I'm not gonna go actively search for a Call of Duty team.
Right. It's kind of more one of those things where it's a team who's looking kind of for a home base type thing, and it's like you're like, yeah, you can join us. May not be able to give you as much starting out, but depending on how you do, that
like depending
kind of
on
will
who.
determine.
So like COD would open up doors.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like each sport, you have to consider what the investors. There's two types. They may invest in the whole organization or just a team. Like we at one point had a small investment from a trivia CS:GO skin website who was going to offer to pay for our ESEA season.
Right.
So like if we were able to get a COD team and to get an investment to like get them like shirts, maybe not jerseys because that'd be more expensive, but like shirts to go to the LAN. Okay. Like you have to consider each step of the process. It's always more than just their team, we're an organization. Boom. Like there's a ton of stuff behind that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely understandable. I mean, because I'm sure there'll be new games that come out too. Also, that there'll be teams who are looking for a home base. I think what we could do for that, I could definitely see it helping if we kind of put something out on a website, like we're looking for a team maybe, but just leave it at that. And if someone reaches out to us, be like, hey, we've got a full team, we're looking for a home.
So like, I guess in that case, it'd probably be best to like, so with League of Legends, it was good. Flames was someone in the organization who stepped up to take responsibility for it.
Right.
So while that's adding another team, that's not so much pressure on my part because I know he took that front. So if someone in the organization I trusted was like, I want to manage a COD team. Yeah. And then recruit that. Patrick said you have to be 18 to be a pro. Like, that's a big term. Obviously, our players might not be pro. But if someone wanted to go out and recruit those 18 plus individuals, that's fine. Like when Flames came to me, laid out his format, laid out his plan, very passionate about it, so I gave him the go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so like you're saying, if we saw or if there was somebody, say, in Empire who would be willing to like take the reins of that and be like, okay, I can go and actively look for us a COD team and then just kind of keep you informed about it.
Yeah, like that goes for anything. Like I know Nerd wanted to find a Fortnite player. Like, I just don't actively look myself because, and it's hard, right? Like I love all games, so it's hard for me to say no. And I think that's what got us into trouble at one point when we used to recruit a ton of teams. Because like Call of Duty, awesome. Like all these games are so fun to watch. And that's why it's difficult for me. So like it's a skilled quality I'm trying to obtain to be able to focus on 4 teams. Because it's not fair if there's too many teams. And then I get too stressed out trying to help them all. And then I feel bad because I can't.
Yeah. I mean, as long as some of the teams know, it's like, you're a busy guy. Like, as long as they know that, and if like they know, like...
They won't, well, they do and they won't. And then it just won't work for anybody. But I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
All right, I think... Well, how long have we been live? What's the timer right now? An hour and 20 minutes. Wow, that sounds like about an hour podcast. You want to wrap this guy up? Let's see how your outro skills are.
Whew. Now... Quick question. Am I allowed to plug my stream and my stuff?
Yeah, go ahead. Just plug my Twitter too, Empire
Excuse
JQ.
my French. Yeah. Make sure you follow Jay, Empire JQ, on Twitter.
Thanks.
Make sure you follow me at CulpepperGriff on Twitter and my stream name at Culpepper on Twitch. Let me tell you, there's some quality content there. I'm trying to get on the stream team as well.
Twitch.tv/Culpepper. How do you spell Griff?
That's not my Twitch. That's Twitter.
What's your Twitch? I was in typing in chat.
Twitch is just Culpepper, like capital CULPEPPER.
I linked it for you.
Hey.
Go follow our host, Cole.
Anywho, I think that's gonna do it for tonight, though. Hour and 20 minutes. That's a pretty good long podcast. I mean, we got.
So really, it was an hour and 5 because of the 5-minute intro.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like we were able to cover a lot of stuff. I think it went really well. My Twitter or Jay's Twitter?
I spelled Griff wrong. Dang it. Twitter.com.
The O is an F.
Cole
the O is an F.
Pepper Griff. Got it.
Anywho, guys, I think that's going to do it for tonight. We thank you very much for coming out and watching us. This was a really good first episode, I think, considering it's the first one. Yeah, I think next week we're going to try and get the guy who started the PUBG team on, if you would be down for that, Jay.
2 weeks from now. 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now.
That's our schedule.
We're doing yes. So the schedule for the podcast will be every other week. So I believe it is the second Monday of the month and the last month, second Wednesday of the month and the last Wednesday of the month.
Yes. That
should.
Yes.
Yep. So guys, the next time we stream, it should be the second month in February, that Wednesday, or the second week in February.
Hold on.
Anyways.
Wow. Of course. What January has 5 Wednesdays.
Does it?
I don't know. Yeah.
We can just do the second.
Stay tuned. Follow the channel. Turn on alerts. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Make sure you guys do follow us here, just to know whenever we go live. And I think that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Won't be it for the Empire Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody.